What's good, YouTube? R&R Motorsports back at you guys with another video. Sorry I took a little break from the content for the past month, but yeah, today we're back with another E46 video. Shout out to Bevinacy for sponsoring today's video. So we have two suspension upgrades for this car. So the two things that we have today are adjustable front sway bar end links and adjustable rear trailing arm brackets, I guess you could say. And they're two budget-friendly mods. I'll have them linked in the description for you guys if you want to put this on your own E46. And the front sway bar end links basically will make the handling feel a little bit better, and they're adjustable. So with the lowered suspension in the front, it'll definitely work better with the car. And then with the rear trailing arm brackets, it's basically going to allow us to we can fully dial in the camber and the toe in the rear. So yeah, this is going to allow us to fully dial in the rear of the car. So both of these budget upgrades will be available in the description for you guys. Once again, shout out to Bevinacy. And yeah, stay tuned to see how the install goes. So to remove the rear trailing arm bracket, as you guys can see, it's 3 bolts. And then once you get that removed, there's a bolt in the middle that holds it into place. And once you take out that bolt, it comes right out. So this is a little comparison for you guys. As you guys can see, that's the old clapped one, and then this is the new one. And as you guys can see, the slots are way longer on the Bevinacy ones. So it should give you guys a lot more adjustment for toe. So if you're gonna run big camber in the rear, these are definitely a must for you guys. All right, you guys, so we just finished putting in the rear trailing arm brackets, and off the rip, I could definitely tell that the toe is a little bit off. So if you guys are doing this yourselves at home, plan to get an alignment like pretty soon after you do this, because me and Josh, we tried to eyeball align it, but you know, an eyeball alignment is never as good as like the computer on like an alignment rack. So yeah, just plan to get an alignment like pretty soon after you guys do this. And now we have to put the car on wood because the front end is freaking long. You guys stop. So one piece of wood wasn't cutting it. We had to go grab a piece of wood from all the way over there in that junk pile. We had to do a piece of wood, the long piece of wood, and a freaking spacer. And we're finally able to jack one side of it. So yeah, and shout out to KBD for the poly skirts, because the jack is literally bending the shit out of it, but I'm sure it'll just bend back fine. So yeah, a little sketch, but whatever. All right, you guys, so the end link is nice and simple. It's 1 bolt here and then 1 bolt right down there, and pop them in. So this is a before and after on the end links for you guys. As you guys can see, they're shorter to make up for the lower ride height, and they're a lot more beefy than the factory ones. So in theory, it should hold up better and give it better steering feel. And just like that, you guys, 2 bolts later, we have the aftermarket end links in, and they actually match with the coilovers perfectly. So the blue on blue looks pretty good. Oh, that was mad smooth. What the hell? Perfect. Damn, I should have recorded this for you guys, but that shit is fucking sketch. All right, you guys, so we just finished up the front sway bar end links. The rear trailing arms are in, so now it's time for you to take you guys on like a little test drive. So we're gonna get the car off the wood, pause, and then take you guys for a little spin. Damn, the sunlight's ass. I gotta talk like get better lighting.
Oh,
fuck was that?
That was the jack stand. That's what that was. Holy shit.
Oh, well, you guys just seen a blooper. I was like, why does it feel like it's still in the air?
Right? What is that? That's the thing that is the jack stand.
All right, let's go check it out. All right, now that I just, damn, the sunlight's crazy. Now that I just ran over a jack stand, here's the actual test drive for you guys. What the fucking e-brake button? Alright, so just setting off, the steering feels a lot tighter. I don't know if that's just like placebo or what, but the steering definitely feels tighter. That guy's flying in the sport.
Is that a guy or a girl?
I don't even know.
I think I saw like 2 girls driving that thing. Oh my god, this thing's going.
Alright, there's like a high-speed corner at the... Turn the camera a little bit more this way. So there's like a high-speed corner at the end of this street. I'm gonna have Josh flip the camera and show you guys when we get to the end, and then I'll give you guys my thoughts after. Because driving in a straight line, it honestly feels the same. Let me move the steering wheel a little bit. Oh, actually the steering feel feels a lot better. The car, it makes the car feel like a lot more responsive. Flip the camera. Alright, now everything in the car is shifted around. It definitely takes the corner a lot better with the sway bars. And I can't even feel that the alignment is that bad in the back with the trailing arms. But just from like looking at it, it's definitely gonna need some alignment work. So now that you guys saw the install and the first drive, I'm gonna give you guys my final thoughts. So I'm gonna be completely honest about the trailing arm brackets. If you guys don't plan to run a lot of camber, or you're not dealing with like alignment issues from that, I don't think they're necessary. But it's definitely a solid upgrade, because obviously I plan to run some more camber in the rear. So I think it's definitely a solid upgrade, especially to give you that toe adjustment. That's literally what kills your tires the most when you drive like a lowered cambered car. So yeah, for all you low static bagged guys out there, this is definitely a must-have for you guys, especially with how cheap they are. And the sway bar end links, I actually think these are a must-have for any type of E46 owner, whether you're on, well, any type of E46 owner that's on like coilovers or lowering springs or whatever, because it definitely sharpened up the steering feel a whole lot. And it also made the car feel more rigid, especially in the corner. The steering wheel wasn't as vague as it used to be before, because when I put coilovers, it definitely made the handling better, but the steering feel wasn't as precise. So I feel like the sway bar end links definitely help with that. And also they, they look a lot more rigid than how the stock ones are. We'll see with time how they hold up, but I definitely think it's a good upgrade for you guys, for all you E46 owners out there. So yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching. I'm about to lock back in with the content, so please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We got a lot more E46 videos on the way. We got some X5 videos. We got a lot of AMG videos in the cut. And let me know what you guys want to see. Also, drop mod suggestions in the comments for my X3M, because I think it's about time I start going crazy on that car. Had it for a little bit more than a year now, and it's been stock for the most part. The only thing that I did was the coating. So yeah, I think it's about that time to start going crazy on the M. So once again, huge shout out to Bavinici, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.